we learn about the properties of determinants. So there are some properties of determinants. The first properties of determinant are very important to understand the proper determinant. So first of all, the value of determinant remains unchanged if rows and columns are interchanged. मीन्स अगर हम किसी भी डिटर्मिनेंट की रो को कॉलम के फॉर्म में लिख दें या तो रो और कॉलम को इंटरचेंज कर दें तो डिटर्मिनेंट की वैल्यू चेंज नहीं होती है, सेम ही रहती है. हियर यू कैन सी द वेरिफिकेशन. We have a determinant a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3 and c1, c2, c3. We expand along फर्स्ट रो के लिए इसको एक्सपेंड किया तो फर्स्ट रो के अलग एक्सपेंड करने से हमें ये वैल्यू मिला. In the second case, if we interchange the row and column, so there a1, a2, a3 become the first column, b1, b2, b3 becomes the second column, and the third row c1, c2, c3 becomes the third column. Now expand it for first column. अब इसको first column के लिए expand कर दीजिए because we can expand it for any row or column. So you will get the same value. So from here you can take a remark. Determinant of A equals to determinant of transpose of A. मीन्स कोई भी डिटर्मिनेंट है, कोई भी आपको मैट्रिक्स है ए स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स है तो उसका डिटर्मिनेंट और उसके ट्रांसपोज का डिटर्मिनेंट दोनों का वैल्यू क्या आएगा, आपका सेम आएगा. सिंबॉलिकली रो और कॉलम को इंटरचेंज हम लोग इस तरह से लिखते हैं कि आप किसी भी रो और कॉलम को अगर इंटरचेंज कर रहे हैं तो इस तरह से इसको सिंबॉलिकली लिखा जाएगा. नाउ वेरीफाई and the given determinant for first row. आपको एक्सपेंड करना बता चुका हूं मैं. यू कैन एक्सपेंड इट फर्स्ट रो. सो 2 7 -3 के लिए आप ये नंबर्स आएंगे 6 1 4. You will get 6 0 1 and 5. If you solve it you will get -28. Now we interchange the rows and columns. We will get delta 1. We give a new name to it, delta 1. So after interchanging row and column, the first row 2 -3 5 becomes the first column, 6 0 4 the to expand it for first expanding it for first column. After expanding it for first column we are getting -28. So verified. Now for property 2, so what is property 2? If any two rows or columns and change, if we interchange को रो से इंटरचेंज करें या फिर कॉलम को कॉलम से इंटरचेंज करें तो जो चेंज होगी उसमें केवल साइन चेंज होगा. अगर पहले से प्लस है तो माइनस हो जाएगा और माइनस है तो प्लस हो जाएगा. सो द डिटर्मिनेंट इज a1 a2 a3 b1 b2 b3 एंड c1 c2 c3. नाउ एक्सपेंड इट अलोंग फर्स्ट रो. सो रो फर्स्ट और थर्ड रो को जब इंटरचेंज करेंगे तो जो आपका a1 a2 a3 है वो आपका थर्ड रो हो गया और c1 c2 c3 आपका हो गया फर्स्ट रो. नाउ एक्सपेंड to c2 b3 minus b2 c3 minus a2 c1 b3 minus c3 b1 plus a3 b2 c1 minus b1 c2. So, and if we compare it with this, here first we have b2 c3, then b3 c2. So the difference of sign here also b1 c3 in minus and b3 c1 is plus. And the next b1 c2, so b1 c2 are in minus, then you will get delta 1 equals to minus delta. So there is a change of sign if we interchange any two columns or two-sided arrow. R2, you can say R1 R2, R2 R3, or C1 C2, this type. So you can see this example. On the same way, here we are interchanging row 2 and row 3. In both conditions, we are getting the numeric value is same, but there is a difference in sign. Here minus 28 and this is 28. Property number 2 verified. Now next property number 3. In property number 3, if any two rows or two columns of a determinant are identical, are same, then the value of determinant is 0. अगर आपके पास कोई भी डिटर्मिनेंट है, उसके कोई भी दो रो या दो कॉलम आइडेंटिकल है, determinant is 0. So how can we prove it? If we have any determinant and we change any two identical row or columns, अगर हम इसके किसी दो साइन का चेंज होगा, sign is changed, so now we add them, numeric value will be same. If we transfer it, we get 2 times delta equals to 0, so delta equals to 0. Now we can take an example. If we have 3 2 3 and 3 2 3, R1 and R3 are same, so we expand it for any row and column. So expand it for 3, so we will get 6 minus 6 minus 2, 6 minus 9, and the next one plus 3, 4 minus 6. If we solve it, we get minus 6 minus 3 into minus 2 plus 6 and minus 6, the value is 0. So you can use it directly for the problems based on determinant. Now the next property number 4. The property number 4 is, if each element of a row or a column of a determinant is multiplied by a constant, then the value gets multiplied by k. हम लोगों ने मैट्रिक्स में पढ़ा था कि जब हम किसी भी मैट्रिक्स को किसी स्केलर से मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, then each every element of the matrix multiplied by that scalar. But in a determinant, if we multiply it by any scalar, then any one row or column will be multiplied by it. So here delta 1 को हमने फर्स्ट रो को यहाँ पर जो भी है आपका ये जो डेल्टा है a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2 एंड a3 b3 c3, तो हमने फर्स्ट रो को यहाँ पर कितने से मल्टीप्लाई किया, k. तो ये जो आपका वैल्यू होगा डेल्टा 1 का जो वैल्यू होगा वो हो जाएगा k टाइम्स डेल्टा के इक्वल. इट मीन्स आपने होल डिटर्मिनेंट में k से मल्टीप्लाई किया है. सो वी कैन सी इट, दिस इज k a1. वी एक्सपेंड इट फॉर फर्स्ट रो k a1, the remaining things are same, b2 c3 minus b3 c2 minus k b1 a2 c3 minus c2 a3 and k c1 a2 b1 minus a2 a2 b3 minus a2 a2 b3 minus b2 a1. So here k is common out, the remaining things is same as delta, so delta 1 equals to k times delta. So if we can write it in that form, so k and k, you can simply write it k into a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2 and a3 b3 c3. We have some remarks. By this property we can take out any common factor from any row and any one column of the determinant. यहाँ से अगर आपके पास किसी भी रो या कॉलम में अगर आपको the next one, if corresponding elements of any two row or column of determinant are proportional, then the value of this determinant will be 0. Simply you can see, if this is k and k, then we take common out k, delta equals to k is common out, you will get a1 a2, we are solving this, a3 b1 b2 b3 and a1 a2 a3. Now r1 and r3 are identical, so you can say this is k into 0, that is 0. So in other way you can, there is no need to take common out, you can check they are in the same ratio, so you can put this equals to 0. Here we can see this the example. We have 100, 218 and 36. We can write it 6 into 17, 6 into 3 and 6 into 6. So 6 is common out, so the two rows are identical, so the value is 0. So now we are on property number 5. Property number 5. If some or all elements of a row or column of a determinant are expressed as the sum of two or more terms, then the determinant can express as the sum of two or more determinants. Here you can see this in this determinant, row 1 is written as a1 plus delta 1, a2 plus delta 2 and a3 plus delta 3, and the row 2 and row 3 are same, a1 b1 b2 b3 and c1 c2 c3. So you can express it as the sum of two determinants, here a1 a2 a3, a1 a2 a3, and these two rows are same, b1 b2 b3 and c1 c2 c3, and this is delta 1 delta 2 delta 3, and the other row 2 and row 3s are same. We can verify it, so you will get the same. And we have an example based on it, a b c, a plus 2x, b plus 2y and c plus 2z, and x, y and z. Here we have row 2 in the form of sum of two elements, so we can write it a plus a is 2x, 2y and 2z, here a b c. So these two rows are equal, so value of this will be 0, and here they are in the same ratio, so this will be also 0. So we can use it to solve the determinants. Now the next property, property number 6, which is very useful to solve the determinants. So if the equi-multiples of corresponding elements of other row or column are added, then the value of determinants remains same. इट मीन्स अगर हम किसी भी एक रो में किसी दूसरी रो को या तो ऐसे ही ऐड कर दें, अदरवाइज उसमें किसी एलिमेंट, अगर ऐसे ऐड करने का मतलब क्या है, जैसे R1 में हम R2 को ऐड कर रहे हैं, इसका मतलब R1 में हम 1 into R2 ऐड कर रहे हैं. So here we can edit R1, sorry, here I equals to Ri plus K times Rj. K means this is any elements, any scalar which is K, and for column also Ci equals to Ci plus K times Cj. So here we have delta and A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3 and C1, C2, C3. We are adding R1 plus K times R3. This is R3. We have to add the K times of R3 in R1. So R3 remains unchanged. There is a change in only R1. So A1 plus K C1, A2 plus K same. So symbolically we can write it R1 implies R1 plus K times R3. If you solve it, you will get the same value. So if you multiply any row by any scalars, here this is Ri implies K times Ri, Ci implies K times Ci, then if in this condition Ri implies Ri plus KRJ. So here this is an example number 11. A plus B and A plus B plus C, 2A. This is, we have to prove it, this is equals to A cube. So we have to use the properties of determinant to solve it. So first of all, our main target is to make maximum zeros in the determinant. So R2 is R2 minus 2 times R1 and R3 is R3 minus 3 times R1. Here R1 is not affected. R1 पर यहाँ पर कोई चेंज नहीं हो रहा है, केवल R2 और R3 में ही चेंज हो रहा है. तो ये आपका यहाँ पर जो रिमार्क है, if more than one operation is done in one step, care should be taken to see that a row is affected in one operation should not be used in another operations. So you have to take it carefully. Here R2 minus 2 times R1, R2 minus 2 times R1. So this is R1 is not affected, R1 remains unchanged, and this is 2A minus 2 times of A 0, 3A plus 2B minus 2 times A plus B, it means A, and here 2A plus B, and for the R3, 3A minus 3 times of A, this is 0, 6A plus 3B minus 3 times of A plus B, it means 3A, and 7A plus 3B. Now we can expand it for first column if you like, or you can apply more operations. Here the operation R3 minus 2 times R2. By this we will get one more 0, and now we expand it for column 1. So this is A minus A into A into A, this is A square, so it will become A cube. Now without expanding, prove it. So you can apply R1 plus R2. So this is x plus y plus z common from first row, then we will get x plus y plus z common, we will get 1 1 1 z x y and 1 1 1. Row 1 and row 3 are identical, so value of this determinant will be 0. On the same way we can solve lot of problems. This is example number 13, 14. You can solve it, and we will solve the exercise number 4.2.